10 seconds. Stand by. And the women are off for this individual event for snatches and burpees. Same repetitions as the men did just before these ladies are now going on. 10 snatches, 12 burpees, 4 rounds. After 2 rounds, we're gonna add or take weight off the bar for the snatches. So the ladies are using 125 pounds on that first 2 rounds, and then 75 pounds for the 2 second rounds. 125 pounds is a little less than 60 kilos, and 75 pounds is approximately 35 kilos.
Parece ser que la cabeza la lleva Celesti Engelberg en la calle número 4 con el top blanco y la pantaloneta negra. Le sigue muy de cerca Johanny Talhar en la calle número 3, pantalón azul. Y Micaela Palova en la calle número 2 con el short gris y en la camiseta negra. Atentos también a Tina Moglin en la calle número 1. Tina Moglin se pone en primera posición en la calle número 1, la sigue muy de cerca en la calle 4 Celesti Engelberg.
Nine minutes is the cap for this event for the females as well. As Celeste Engelbrecht is down to her last 5 repetitions on the second round of the snatches. It is Celeste Engelbrecht, that first athlete out of this heat on to the second round of burpees.
Tina Moglin entra en la ronda de los burpees, segunda ronda de burpees. Si no me equivoco, va un pelín por detrás de Celestine Engelberg.
We're at the halfway mark towards that 9-minute cap as Celeste Engelbrecht on lane 4 is done with 2 rounds, and she's going to move on to that lighter barbell now. It's going to get a lot quicker from here on out for these ladies. Most of them will probably go touch and go for the lighter bar. On lane 1, also on that lighter bar with the snatches, finishing up her third round of snatches. And so is Nikita Jenna Van Rooyen on lane 8. She advances her bar to start her burpees on the third round. So after the third round of snatches, it's Engelbrecht leading the way. Mogling holding on to the second spot, and Nikita Jenna Van Rooyen holding on the third spot in this heat.
Parece que la señorita Engelberg en la calle número 4 con el top blanco y el short negro se afianza en la primera posición, muy seguida por Tina Moglen en la calle número 1.
We've got about 90 seconds to go until the time cap, and Celeste Engelbrecht is on her last round of burpees. She's on lane 4 in the white sports bra, black shorts. She's moving her bar forward for the final time. She has 6 more reps to go.
Van Rooyen en la calle número 8 consigue superar a Tina Moglen.
Lane number 8, Nikita Jenna Van Rooyen also finishing up her 4th round, and Celeste Engelbrecht takes the heat at 8:06 unofficially. 50 seconds to go. Seconds to go. Twenty seconds. Ten seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. And that does it for this first heat of female athletes. Individually event number 4. Celeste Engelbrecht takes the heat and sets the time to beat at 8 minutes and 6 seconds. That is it for these female athletes for this day 2. So please give them a round of applause. Ten seconds. Stand by. Ladies and gentlemen, just a quick announcement here. We have a car that we need to have move immediately. It's blocking the way for some of our other cars that need to get to certain places. So we have a registration number of 9251HHR. So it is a black Kia with the license plate 9251HHR. If this is your car, please go and move it immediately. Thank you.
Atentos al ritmo que lleva Stephanie Chang en la calle número 2, en la segunda ronda de burpees. Y ya tenemos la leaderboard de los hombres individuales. En primer lugar tenemos a Rasmus Andersen, que le roba la primera plaza a Elliot Simons. Rasmus con 328 puntos y Elliot Simons en segundo lugar con 324 puntos. Les sigue Willie Georges en tercer lugar con 310 puntos. Y el cuarto lugar es para Lucas Eslinger, que se posiciona con 308 puntos. Marc Urdeich es el primer español y está en la posición número 14 con 202 puntos.
Lane number 2, Stephanie Chang leading the way. She's on her second set of snatches here on the second round. So less than 5 reps to go for her. Then she's going to advance her bar to that burpee section on the floor, and she will have to complete 12 reps. Lane number 2, Stephanie Chang, done with the first portion of the event. She's now on to that lighter bar as we're coming up on 4 minutes. Stephanie is absolutely flying through this event right now. She had a great showing in that previous event as well, so she's making a charge up the leaderboard here today, day 2 of the Meridian Regional. Lisa Ebel, lane 7, also done with her first two rounds. Stephanie Chang moving on to her last round. She's on lane 2. And Lisa Evo, lane 7, holding on to the second place in this heat, and she's done with her 3 rounds. Steph Chung going unbroken, touch and go all throughout these last 10 snatches.
Tenemos que destacar que Katrin Davidsdottir tiene el event record con 5 minutos y 35 segundos. Por lo tanto, hace 25 segundos que hubiera terminado.
Steph Chung is on her last burpees here. Lane number 2, she's about to finish and set a new time to beat. And she's gonna get across the line in 6 minutes and 34 seconds unofficially, as Lisa Ebo, lane 7, is also on her last set of burpees. Lisa Ebo getting across the line here.
Ya tenemos las 2 primeras posiciones, Steph Chung en la calle número 2 y Lisa Ebel en la calle número 7. Finalizan primera y segunda respectivamente cuando estamos a 2 minutos apenas del final.
Still plenty of time left here on the clock, where the time cap is 9 minutes for this event. "90 seconds to go." Joanne McGurk is on her last set of burpees on lane 8. One minute to go. Daniela Capacetti and Carola Castellani on lanes 9 and 10 on their last 6 burpees. Daniela Capacetti getting across the line.
Últimos 45 segundos. ¿Dónde está la gente de 77 Feet que anima a Judith? Vamos Judith, últimas 15 repeticiones.
30 seconds to go. Again, ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for these athletes as they're finishing up their day here. Already 4th event of the weekend for these ladies. Ten seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. That does it for your heat number 2. And this heat belongs to Steph Chung at 6 minutes and 33 seconds. One more huge round of applause for all these amazing female athletes, please.
Now, our 2 athletes that have moved into the top 10 in the point standings include in lane number 5, Elia Navarro, who has moved up to the 5th position, and in lane number 2, Mia Ackerland, who moved up 7 spots from 17th to 10th.
Mia Ackerland did great in the previous event, and this is an event that I think is going to fit her even better, knowing her prowess with the barbell, and she's really strong and very capable in shorter workouts.
And lane 10 from CrossFit and Claire Dreyfus.
Few moments away from the final chance to make a move here on moving day for the athletes in heat number 3, where we've seen a ton of movement for these 10.
It's been back and forth all day, and I'm looking forward to more of that now.
6 minutes, 33 seconds, the time to beat here in this quick 4-round test. 2 barbells on the floor, the first one being the heavier of the 2. And what are you looking for here in event number 4?
Well, I'm looking for the athletes to go hard. I want them to go out there and just never let go. It's going to hurt, but it's going to hurt just as much for everybody. I want the athletes to breathe on the burpees, find a rhythm so that you can kind of get your heart rate under control at the same time as executing at high speed. And I want to see solid technique on the snatches. That will set you up for success.
Now for the two athletes that are in the top 10 in the point standings, keep your eye on lane number 2, blue and white. Mia Ackerlund, who is in the 10th position, center lane in gray and the multicolor shorts. Elia Navarro, who is in the 5th position. So those will be the two people to keep an eye on in terms of the points race.
And I'm expecting Mia Ackerlund to do well here, but we're seeing Anna Caldas in lane number 1 going really fast, making short work of the snatches, and the burpees so far looking very fast as well.
One of, if not the strongest athletes in the field, has that home run capability when it comes to these power events.
We did see her struggle a little bit on the gymnastic event in the previous heat, or in the previous event, but this seems to be right up her alley.
So Caldas already in the games in the 40 to 44-year-old division for the Masters competition coming up later this summer. Getting a few reps in here in terms of competition before we get to August and Madison. Ackerlund in the 2nd position. We've yet to have anybody else advance the bar into round number 2. So this is all about Caldas and Ackerlund. And for Mia, it's an important race for her to try to get every point that she can as she tries to continue to move up the leaderboard.
Exactly, and she did what she could on the previous event, and she's going to have to follow this up with a solid performance here. And she's doing a good job. Seeing her go for single reps right here, I like that a lot. I would like to see her save her grip just a little bit so she can really kind of fire it up once she gets to the lighter barbell.
Just now have had 3rd place move into round number 2, and that's going to be Rita Garcia in lane number 9 on the top of the screen in gray and blue. 4th will belong to Mary Jamieson in black and yellow in lane 4 a moment ago. Elia Navarro rounding out the top 5. Here's your number 1 co-seed out of the Europe South region. And Mary Jamieson, one of the athletes that was definitely affected by moving day, but not in a good way, came into today 13th, but took 35th in event number 3, slid down 14 spots. One of 4 athletes in this heat that fell 12 or more positions in event number 3.
And she's going to want to rebound, not just for the leaderboard, but also for a feeling of how day 2 went. You don't want two events that don't really go your way. I mean, that's kind of a hole to dig yourself out of, both on the leaderboard and mentally.
Caldas with a couple of reps on a lead over Mia Ackerlund.
In that previous heat by Steph Chung at 6 minutes and 33 seconds.
As they're both working in the final set of 6 within that 2nd round on 12 burpees. And the heavier barbell will be left behind, and here comes the lighter one, 75 pounds, about 34 kilos for your leader, Anna Caldas, who's another one of those athletes that fell heavily in event number 3 from 19th to 31st with a 35th place finish.
But wow, look at that right there. Muscle snatching her way through, not skipping a beat at all. Looks like a bicep curl with the press.
Have to move that bar back into the lane, or else there's no way that she can keep her hands and feet within that lane on the burpees. Having to push that bar back as it started to roll past that box, and a couple of missteps there with the flow of the event. Might give a little bit of a window for Ackerlund, but it's a big interval that she's going to have to make up.
It's a pretty substantial lead right here by Anna Caldas.
Now that said, there's 21 positions in the point standings between the two, Ackerlund and Caldas. As Ackerlund in 10th, if she can hold on to what looks like it might be a race for 2nd in the event with 1 heat remaining, this could be huge for her, as she is just 42 points behind 4th place.
And she's doing everything she can. I mean, Mia Ackerlund is doing a great job right here on the burpees. She's a little slow coming off the ground, but she's executing at the same pace. And what I like what she does with the barbell. Her barbell cycling is very, very good. Great technique.
3rd place continues to belong to Rita Garcia, just ahead of Mary Jamieson, but they are far behind the lead 2, closing out round number 3 of 4 in event number 4. Caldas advancing the bar into the final round, as Garcia on the left, Jamieson on the right, and they're going to be virtually in a tie moving into the burpees in round number 3.
So it's all about the speed on the burpees for third right now.
5 reps down, 5 reps remain on the snatches in round 4 for Caldas, and Ackerlund picking up the speed a little bit here in this final round.
She is. I'm just wondering if it's going to be enough to catch Anna Caldas. It looks like she's slowing down a little bit on the barbell, though.
The crowd doing a bit of a chant there, timing the intensity of the hey as the bar comes up for Caldas. But into the burpees for the leaders. It's a 2-rep differential. This is in striking distance for Ackerlund if she can make up this ground. And she's moving a little bit quicker on the burpees. This one isn't out of hand yet.
Not at all.
6:33.8 the time to beat. That's about 30 seconds from now. That is within reach.
And Mia's just going to have to dig deep and hold on because she's right there.
It's a 1-rep lead for Caldas over Ackerlund for first and second here in the heat. It might still be good for first or second in the event. And they are in a rep-for-rep tie. Caldas had the bar spin on her. That's going to give the advantage to Mia Ackerlund. And this could be gigantic moving forward in the points race, going forward into day number 3. And it's Mia Ackerlund in at 6 minutes and 34 seconds. I think that's going to be just behind. That's an unofficial time as Caldas in at 6:40. Waiting for the chip timer. It's going to be 6:35 for Ackerlund. That'll be good for second with 1 heat remaining as the time of 6:33 for Stephanie Chung continues to hold.
Epic battle by Anna Caldas and Mia Åkerlund here.
The race for third is a 3-way battle, and now moving into that picture is Elia Navarro, and this is big for her as she's in the 5th points position entering this event, 14 points back. She's 2 reps clear of Mary Jamieson.
And she is cycling her burpees a lot faster.
And it's Elia Navarro across the line at 7 minutes and 19 seconds. That'll be good for 5th provisionally with 1 heat remaining. Rita Garcia across the line at 7 minutes and 26 seconds. And at 7:32, it'll be Mary Jamieson.
On the far side of your screen, we see Amna Bahar on her last burpees as well.
One minute until the 9-minute time cap. We've already had half of our field of 10 come across the line.
1 minute to go.
Next finisher should be Amna Bahar. And Amnar will cross the line, 8 minutes and 15 seconds. Next in line should be in lane number 3, Nicole Patel.
And Nicole's doing a great job. We saw her speed up the burpees just a little bit on the last part here. I think she thought that maybe she was going to be able to catch Amna Bahar, but not quite. And here, just putting the finishing touches on there.
Doing a 13th burpee in the round and crossing the line at 8 minutes and 39 seconds. The loud cheers that you're hearing is on every attempt, all the way back at the 115-pound bar, as we have Matilda Orlandoni crossing the line. But Susana Lopez with the 115 bar, getting a huge ovation before every attempt as that weight just got heavier and heavier for her as she went, and giving a little salute to the crowd for the support.
And you can tell by her facial expression, she's pretty happy with every single rep she got at that weight.
But we had 8 of 10 here in heat number 3 finish. Nobody will move themselves into the event lead, but it's the second fastest time thus far, belonging to Mia Ackerlund, who's continuing a huge day number 2 for her.
She did great. She did everything she possibly could to put her in contention for tomorrow as well. And here's what she did. Let's have a look at it. Mia Åkerlund started out really, really well, stringing together a couple of touch-and-go reps on the heavy barbell before she went back into doing singles. Now, Anna Caldas was out there in the lead, and Mia Åkerlund was kind of following her, making sure that she wasn't too far out of striking distance as Anna Caldas just went ballistic on the light barbell. Mia Åkerlund went a little bit faster on her cycling as well, at the same time as Anna Caldas came off her speed just a little bit. But once it came to the last burpees, that's where Mia Åkerlund made her move and passed Anna Caldas.
That is The woman on the bubble at the halfway point, Manila Pinocchio, will be in lane number 6. The first person one spot out in terms of this heat will be 6th place Carmen Bosmans, who's moved up 4 spots from 10th. She'll be in lane number 10, but the woman that's got all eyes on her, second, and first this weekend, Jamie Green, will be in lane 5.
Jamie Green is the answer to the question of what happens if you drop a shark in an aquarium. She's been on a tear, and this is going to do the exact same for her.
Stand by.
And away we go, 6 minutes, 33 seconds, the time to beat 6:35, the second fastest, and they come quick after that. So there's plenty of ground that could be made up for some athletes here in event number 4.
And Jamie Green at the top of your screen in the black pants and the gray bra, she's going unbroken on the first ones. We've seen athletes struggle with this weight. Jamie Green, not so much.
Already out into the lead and gaining on what is a 104-point advantage over 5th place. We bring that up because it's only the top 4 that advance from Madrid to Madison.
As she is doing everything right. And there are a couple of things that I think these athletes should be thinking about going into this. One of them is go hard. Do not let off the gas. Just like you're seeing Jamie Green do here, just go as fast as she possibly can. Like I said, it's going to hurt, but it'll hurt for everybody. Second one is on the burpees. You need to breathe. You need to make sure that you're setting yourself up for being able to cycle that barbell as fast as possible, so don't overexert yourself on the burpees. Last one, solid technique on the snatch. Solid technique will mean that you expend less energy, you can go faster.
And if you think about it this way, this rep scheme and 4 rounds, very quick event, it has that feel of an open style workout. On the men's side, the highest finisher in the world in the open won this event. The highest finisher on this field on the women's side, Jamie Green, who's out in front.
It bodes very well for what we're about to see right here from Jamie Green. That being said, let's not forget that there are a lot of other ladies out there very capable of doing an amazing job. Lauren Fisher is no joke with the barbell. And I know that there are a couple of other girls out there that I'm looking forward to seeing as well. Emilia Leppänen being one of them.
Jamie Green 7 seconds off the event record pace. Leppänen 6 seconds behind her, as Lauren Fisher in 4th here in the heat as they enter round number 2. So it's Manila Pinocchio in the 3rd position.
And Jamie Green isn't just fast, her technique is very, very, very good as well. She's keeping that barbell close, popping the hips, moving into the shrug, and then fast elbows as she drops underneath that bar, expending as little energy as possible.
Are we sure she had shoulder surgery in the past few months? As easy as she's moving that bar and as easy as she handled event number 3?
I am, but she is the female equivalent of the Universal Soldier, and I like what I'm seeing out here on the floor.
Starting to see the break out of those sets of 5 for Green. As she works on closing out the second round of 10. These will be the last couple of reps with a heavier 115-pound, 52-kilo bar, and she's into the burpees in round number 2.
And at the top of your screen, on the top of your screen, you're seeing Carmen Bosmans also made it onto the burpees right after Jamie Green did. And Carmen Bosmans is very, very good with the barbell. She moves really, really fast. Typically, she's been a little bit slower on the burpees, but that may just be a part of the strategy for her.
Now, important for her to do well here, as is with everybody, obviously, but Bosman's entering this event in 6th, 18 points behind 4th place Manila Pinocchio. 6 reps down for Bosman, so she is 3 reps behind the heat leader, Jamie Green, who is now advancing to the lighter barbell at 3 minutes and 26 seconds. She's fallen off that event record pace, but still on pace for what could be an event win for the 2nd consecutive event here in day 2.
That would do very, very well for her.
Marching that bar overhead into the next segment. And she's going to have a 7-rep lead over Manila Pinocchio, who's moved into the 2nd position. It's a virtual tie for 3rd between Carmen Bosmans on the very top lane and 1 lane below her in black and pink, Ike Gylfadottir. Pinocchio in the black tank top with the pink lettering on the back.
It's the way that Jamie Green digs deep when she gets to the burpees that I just like. It's not comfortable for anybody with the heart rate and the work that's already been done to get off the floor as fast as she does, but she does it.
4-rep advantage over second place Bosmans, 5-rep advantage over third place Pinocchio, 1 lane over from green.
Pinocchio doing a great job there as well, trying to catch up.
Top 3 all in this shot on the left box. It's Green in first, Pinocchio in third. On the right side of the screen is Bosmans in second as Green begins round number 4 of 4, chasing down that time of 6:33, which is well within reach.
Great job here by Jamie Green. You can see that lead is pretty substantial.
Second place now belonging to Ike Gylfadottir in lane number 9. She's inched ahead, and there she is on the right side in black and pink. And for third, it's again a virtual tie. Give it to Pinocchio, who's going to move 1 rep ahead of Bosmans. This is going to be close for second, third, and fourth. But just like in the point standings, first place out of reach of everybody else here in the field, as Green already into the burpees and nearing the midway point in this final round of 12.
And still keeping a great pace on the burpees as well.
50 seconds until that time to beat of 6 minutes, 33.8 seconds. Which will still hold for a solid finish for Stephanie Chung all the way from heat number 2. But Jamie Green, we ask what couldn't she do in day number 1 with a second and a second? How about a first and a first on day number 2? And this points race might be out of reach for first place, and everybody else is racing for second, third, and fourth.
Definitely. Ike Gylfadottir just made a sprint across the line for second.
6:13, second in the heat, second in the event. Pinocchio in third in the heat, third in the event. And that is huge for the bubble athlete coming into this event. She was 14 points ahead of Elia Navarro, who competed in heat number 3. Carmen Bosmans crossing the line at 6:33. Gonna have to wait for the official chip time on that one to see if she edged out Stephanie Chung's time from heat 2. Amelia Lapanen be the next finisher. 6:44. And for the most part, rest of the field tight behind as Lauren Fisher will cross the line. Next will be Jacqueline Dahlstrom. All under the 7-minute mark will be our top 7 athletes in the heat. Next finisher should be in lane number 8, Alicia Joy Uvalkli. And this is big because she enters this in third in the point standings. She was only 20 points clear of 5th. Navarro in 24 points clear of Bosmans in 6th. Keep in mind, Ike Gylfadottir was 30 points behind 4th entering this event.
But I think Velke's got to be really happy with the event that she's putting on right here. She's not slow at all. It's just everybody else went really, really fast.
It's going to be a points hit. It might be something that she can manage going forward into day number 3, and she's likely seeing herself in the final heat, of course, going into day number 3. Next finisher, Karin Balbaki, one of the athletes that's gotten a bit roughed up here on day number 2. Came into today 4th in this point standing. She entered this one 8th, 32 points back after a 22nd place finish in event number 3. It's going to be another mid-pack finish here for Balbaki in event number 4. And that leaves our event 1 winner left on the floor. She's working with the 115-pound bar, and that's Jess Tao in lane number 1. And after she hit that, we'll just call it a grand slam instead of a home run. But the event record in event 1, it has not gone her way with a 35th and a 33rd. And here she is bringing up the rear of the field in heat number 4.
Well, it's been really, really heavy. I mean, there have been a couple of events out there that she wasn't looking forward to at all. But I think for Jess, it's all about going out there, gaining a bunch of experience, going back to the drawing table and going, what can I do for next year?
For the former triathlete team member out of Great Britain, she's only been competing in CrossFit for a couple of years. So every little bit of experience is just helping her grow more and more in the sport.
And both the crowd and the other competitors are firing her up right here. There she goes. She
gets through all the snatches in round number 2. So Tal getting as many reps as she can. Meanwhile, Jamie Green picking up as many points as she can, which really over this weekend, it's just about all of them so far, as she will go up to 388 points out of a possible 400 through the first 2 days of competition. She entered this weekend with 1 career event regional win. She has 2 on day number 2.
Well, she's doing everything right at the moment. I'm happy to see that, both because of the standings, but obviously also because there were some questions about that shoulder and how that affected her on the way coming in here. But let's have a look at what she did. She started out going touch and go on a couple of the first snatches that we saw, and that's really what got her into an early lead. Now, there were a couple of other athletes out there trying to give her a bit of a run for her money, but it just didn't work. And once she got to the burpees, that's where Jamie Green digs deep and just makes a sprint. Now, the lighter barbell was no match for her either, maintaining good technique, however, and that's what got her in the first place.
And it is a second consecutive event win, and you already know what we're going to say. Standing by with Nikki Brazier is Jamie Green, event winner once again.
Jamie, we've all been in this type of a test where you just got to go hard and you got to go fast. What personally motivates you when you're sort of in that dark place?
Just to get finished faster, I guess. You get to the finish line faster, you get to rest longer.
That's a good point. After 2 really good days of competition, 2 first place finishes, 2 second place finishes, is the pressure off moving forward, or how is your mindset affected?
The pressure's not off. Like, tomorrow's a chipper workout and they're always hard, so I'm wanting to push really hard and see how my body goes under that pressure.
Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks.
Well, we've unlocked the secret to good fitness. If you finish faster, you can rest longer, and that's not a bad way to go about it. And it's worked pretty well for Jamie Green as she takes her second consecutive event win. 6 minutes, 5 seconds, 8 seconds faster than Gylfadottir in second. Manila Pinocchio will continue to see herself in those 4 qualifying positions going into day number 3 as she finishes 3rd at 6:21. Stephanie Chung with a tremendous day 2. Will move up possibly into the final heat, all the way from heat number 2 today, finishing 4th. Carmen Bosman's continuing a strong day as well with a 5th place finish to round out our top 5.